So I'm B. Donald Harris,
I'm Major Phillips.
and this is the Notable in Black in Tech podcast.
How you been doing?
Man, I've been doing good, man. You know, when you first walked in today, you was telling me about something.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this story. So check this out. I'm gonna erase the names to protect the innocent. Okay?
Who the innocent? You were the user.
The users.
Okay.
Let me see. How can I phrase it? So back in the day, so I'm creating these Excel reports.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I done went in there and helped this lady with this report. We done built all these formulas. Dude, I'm talking about formulas so big that the color, you know how you build Excel, it help you with the formula and everything?
Yeah.
And it had the colors on there of the cells that it corresponded to.
The formatting.
The color stopped having color.
Okay.
The formula was as big as a paragraph.
Okay.
Right. This is before we start coding and everything. And we got through building this spreadsheet and it's nice, it's working. And I said, look, make sure you back up. Make a copy of this damn spreadsheet. If you're using it once a week, just do it. Because if this thing corrupt or had a problem,
it's over.
Bro, I don't want to get these things back. All right, fast forward. It's about, I don't know, it's some time later. Major, I got a problem. What's going on? Spreadsheet won't open or it's corrupted. It's something wrong with the spreadsheet. All right, cool. No good. No problem. Where your backups at? She said, I made copies like you told me every time. I got through with it. You know what I'm saying? I made copies. Bruh. She opened the file cabinet up. She done printed the spreadsheet 50,000 times.
Hold on. So she didn't make digital copies. She didn't copy it in another folder.
She made copies.
Oh, wow. Talk about taking things literal.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I got one for you. I got one for you too.
Woo.
I was working at a company, at a startup company, and we were working on a new product for this company these were scientists.
Oh boy, smart people.
Yes, smart people.
Exactly.
And so we were working on this product, and there was this one young lady. I believe I don't know if she was a scientist, but she was one of the smart people, and she was the PO, the product owner, on this particular project. We meet every week, going through the requirements.
Yeah. Okay.
Sign off on requirements every week, and we got the requirements flushed out. We start building stuff. We go over about a couple of months into building.
Yeah.
And I noticed something. She really wasn't saying a whole lot. But then once we came to present what we had, her thing was, that's not at all what I wanted.
Why she had no feedback?
The whole time everybody else talking, she wasn't saying nothing. And then we finally this the product. Well, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this.
Bruh. Are you kidding me? We already done.
We done. And she the PO. She letting everybody else drive the meeting.
She the PO.
She the PO. Everybody else driving the meeting, and she just sitting back ain't saying nothing. And we done built something. And
at no point in time did she feel like that she needed to say,
not one time.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Not one time. So.
Oh my God.
Yes,
okay.
Special users.
Yes, those are our ID10T users.
Yeah, ID10T
Producers
users.
put that over the screen. ID10T in big letters, okay? Thank you very much.
So for those who know, you know. If you know, you know. So to protect the innocent, we're not going to explain it for those who don't know.
No. Those are our ID10T errors for the week.
Yes,
awesome.
For the week. So we do have a guest today.
That's right. We're going to talk about AI. AI, automation.
Yeah.
And like robotics.
Yes.
Robotics.
Yes.
You ever had a robot?
Have I ever had a robot? No,
yeah.
I
haven't. You had one of them little things for Christmas you get a little robot?
You know what? Yes, I have had a little robot. Yes, I have. It wasn't, because I'm thinking, it wasn't nothing real technical, but I've had a little robot when I was probably about 7, 8,
I
9
think you
years
can give
old.
it little bitty commands and
Yeah,
it'll do
yeah,
something.
I've had a little robot.
Run
Yeah,
off them big old deep
yeah.
batteries.
My son did robotics when he was in elementary school. He
Okay.
he was on a little robotics team. He did some
My
robotics.
son did it too.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So we got the so we're talking about robotics today, and we're talking about Legos,
Lego, yes, yes.
Lego
Legos,
robotics.
Lego robot,
Man,
yeah.
that's some real cool stuff.
Oh yeah, you can do some
I
real cool
wish I
stuff, man.
knew how to do it.
Yeah,
That would have been a nice little pastime if I knew how to do it.
yeah.
But yeah, who we got today?
We have Randall Phillips.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
joining us all the way from the M Town, Memphis, Tennessee.
So what's going on, Randall? How's it been?
Everything's been going good. I just had a parent meeting, speaking about robotics. I had some brand new parents come out and talk to me about robotics for next year because we're actually finishing the season this year. So, I don't have anything going on robotics wise except for, having Q&As with parents.
Okay, okay. So let's talk about robotics a season. Cause you said you finishing up a season. So tell us about this. Oh,
What is it?
yeah. What is that? Yeah, explain. Let the people know what you're doing with robotics. What's going on?
Well, there's so many different programs that's going with robotics. I do robotics under FIRST because there's also VEX, there's Best Robotics, there is underwater robotics, including drones under robotics. So there's a lot of things going on in robotics.
So so what are you doing exactly? You got kids? You teaching this to kids? How's it work?
Yeah, I'm doing this with children.
Mm,
I have two teams. The younger team is second through fourth. The older team is fifth through eighth grade.
Oh wow.
I do mentor middle school and high school teams.
Oh wow. Oh
I got
wow.
something you got your hands full.
Yeah.
Well, when I first got started, a teacher that was what's the word I'm looking for? He was in New Orleans, and what happened in Katrina brought him to Memphis, and he started teaching at Carver, and he was introducing me to robotics that was happening at BTW,
Okay,
and that's my first.
So this
I was saying that's my first taste of robotics, under first.
okay, gotcha.
so when you're doing these okay, explain to me exactly like what are we doing with the robots? Are these toys that y'all playing with?
Well, depending on how you look at it, but from the robotic part of it, no, they're not toys.
Okay.
Especially the 150-pound metal robots that can actually break the leg.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's why we had to put them in an arena behind a protective barrier so they won't hurt you.
So wait a minute.
Hold on,
Back up. You said the ones that can break a leg. So that means that you have experience or you have seen somebody get hurt by a robot.
that's what it sounds
Yep,
like.
sure have.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I've seen one go through a wall. It's made of what's that material?
She rock?
Yeah, sheetrock. Yeah, I've seen one go through sheetrock.
Man.
Wow. See,
And it went through because I guess
mm,
somebody put the wrong
they
command.
ain't programming
Oh,
it right.
oh,
No, they let the teacher have the remote control, and they told her don't move it fast forward. And they did. They floored it, and it went through the wall. But
man.
here's the crazy part. It was programmed at 50% power.
$50%
Ooh,
power,
wait.
and it went through the wall.
Ooh.
Yes.
We talking about some heavy machinery. Yeah. At least this ain't nothing to play with.
So 100% power pack a dinner brick wall,
Woo.
a crack a brick
Probably
wall.
would.
Wow.
Wow.
Probably cost you $1,500 worth of damage on the front end of your car.
Oh
Oh
wow.
yeah, yeah. Don't try to run over the robot. I hope you're enjoying this show. Whenever you get an opportunity, get a chance, check out my website at www.notablebit.com. You'll find some good information there. But whatever platform you're listening on, please feel free to leave a review. You can also communicate with us on Instagram at notablebit. Now back to the show.
Man, you got middle schoolers writing code to control robots and competing.
Yeah, from upper middle, upper elementary through high school.
Okay, elementary through high school.
Hot
Wow,
and cold, bro.
wow. And what are they scoring them on? So if they having a competition, what are some of the areas that they've been scoring on?
Well, first there's a theme every year.
A theme,
Okay.
This
okay,
year, the main theme is dive, and each program characterization has a sub theme. Like for instance, first Lego League is using submerge.
Okay.
So everything is dealing with the ocean, and first Lego League has to create a report based on finding a problem and solving a problem. Plus, they have to mix in robotics with this. And the older team with First Lego League have a competition table
Okay.
okay.
that's 4 foot by 8 foot, and all the pieces are built out of Lego, which we call missions. And the robot has to be programmed to complete a mission to earn points, and they have 2.5 minutes to do it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's cool. So then, like I said, they got a time limit who does the fastest. And the cool thing about that competition, because just like working in the real world in tech, you can build stuff out, do it, put it in tests,
Yes.
put it in staging,
Yes.
and then we go to prod with it. You get some other parameters that you probably didn't think of,
It's
and then it's not gonna be smooth sailing. So it's the same thing as robotics competition. You can everything in practice can go great.
it's a controlled environment.
It's a controlled environment. But we get to competition. So I'm sure you've seen things in competition that when people get to competition, they get disappointed or they shocked or they upset or they have to try to recover
Right.
from something that happens during the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen where a robot wouldn't even run.
Hold on, what?
It didn't even start up?
Oh wow.
Didn't even start up.
Oh
Just sat
wow.
there.
Oh wow.
You know something? You know something? That's the thing we hate as developers
Yeah.
is a live demonstration
Oh my
of
goodness.
something we ain't really tested out good.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do a demo.
Mhm.
Hey, here we go. I know this thing.
It even happens after you test it.
It does. It does. Yeah, y'all remember one of the most famous demos
What?
that broke down?
Tell me.
Bill Gates, Windows
Yeah,
95,
Bill Gates.
blue screen of death. He got the BSOD on the one demo on Windows 95.
Demo.
I remember that.
Went straight to the blue screen.
Straight to the blue screen.
Yep. And probably the most amazing thing I heard you talking about something amazing. When I went to the world competition,
Yeah.
I saw a team throw a robot across the table.
They was mad. They got pissed off.
No, it was part of the points.
Oh, wait a minute.
They took the penalty because you're not supposed to touch the robot. They took the penalty. He threw it across the other, but he caught it, put it in another base, and ran it, and he kept on going.
They done took
Oh
the
wow.
rules. They done
I
got.
wish I would have had video of that.
Oh wow!
Oh,
They
it
took
better
the
been.
rules and made it into their favor. That's what's up.
Oh wow.
Because you have penalties in this game too, just
Yeah.
like you had in any other game.
Right.
This is an academic sport.
Yeah, it
Wow.
is. It is.
Okay. So I'm a basketball referee. So is there referees? Is there officials?
Yeah, we have refs, we have judges and referees.
Can you get thrown out?
Um, I guess if the team members are rowdy, they would probably be the only time they would get thrown out.
Do they get rowdy? Is it just like a real like sports? Do people do trash talking and things like that?
Yeah, because they get mad at the coaches, talking too much across the line.
So
It's
now,
just like a real sport, man. I mean, seriously, I've seen them calm down those coaches. Say, you gotta go sit down, dude. You gotta
so
go sit down.
do you have the crazy parents like you do in Little League?
Oh, parents. Do you got parents?
I haven't seen too many crazy parents, but I've
Okay.
seen some crazy coaches.
Oh man.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
And
That's
with
cool.
all sports, it's usually the kids are usually the best. It's the
Yeah.
adults
It's the adults. It's the adults.
every time.
It's always the adults, the coaches, and in some cases parents. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Randall, how do you put together a team?
Right. That's a
Well,
good
it's kind
question.
of like what I was saying before. You have to maybe have to schedule a parent meeting like this, or you find out people know that you are a coach and you do on robotics because somebody else told them, well, you need to see this person about robotics.
Okay.
And that's how I met one parent that was there today. I got introduced from a coworker to this person, and they contacted me, and they were trying to get on the team. But if they would have contacted me 3 months earlier when they first knew about me, their child would have been on this year's team.
Okay.
But by the time they contacted me, we were at our competition.
They
Okay.
already competing.
Yeah, they are compete. Yeah, okay. And so then, so with your teams, so I imagine on your teams, just like say basketball, you got the forwards, the point guards, the centers, and
Yeah,
all
they
that.
got
So
positions.
you got different positions on your teams, right? Different
Yes, that's how
responsibilities.
we run the robotic program. You have different aspects of people. Um, Normally, I kind of do a little bit different since I'm dealing with Lego and I've got to build everything except for the table. So I turn all my team members into builders,
Okay.
and then I try to assign a few to build attachments that's needed for the robot.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have somebody that do the programming,
Okay.
even though I try to let everybody know about programming.
Okay.
So I kind of mix it up, but I have some primary people doing primary jobs. But when you get into the older teams, like the middle school and the high school, those are designated jobs because one of the jobs in the older teams is marketing. That's all they do is marketing.
Oh man, this is real.
Marketing.
This is real.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
What do they need to market? I don't understand.
You got to raise some money,
Oh,
dude.
we can need some
Got
money.
to make people aware there is a robotics team.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I mean, so this high school level, high school level got marketing. Oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty
middle
cool.
school and high
Middle
school,
school
you
and high
want to have
school.
a marketing team.
Man,
'Cause
that's
you
awesome.
want that same person to also deal with social media.
So so if we're talking about sports, right? How does the child because the child can just go in because they interested in the robot. They think
Right.
it's a toy.
Yeah.
And but do they know how to program before they get to you?
They don't have to.
Oh wow.
I'll teach them.
Okay.
Wow.
And so, and you
I
know,
will teach them how to program. We'll start at the basics and we'll run through until we get to the advanced stuff.
and so now in sports, you go out for the team, you can get cut. So are there ever instances where you might have a kid that come on, they just can't get it, and what happens? Is there a process of cutting them, or is it what, we're gonna keep working with you until you understand it?
Yeah.
Uh, I've had a team member come on and I don't mind a lot of the questions, but the question that this particular team member was asking was um like they didn't get it. It's like
Okay.
they weren't understanding what was going on, even though I was work with them personally and I was
Yeah.
trying to catch them up. It just wasn't getting it. But I think they told their mom that they didn't want to be on, so they basically cut themselves.
Oh well.
It save you the
And that's
trouble.
what happens, kind of.
Okay.
The children kind of cut themselves, and I don't have to cut them, which makes it better for me as coach.
Right. It does make it better.
Yes. I've worked with some users like that. Like you're not getting it.
Yeah. 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 Well, that's good. That's good. Wow. And so what are some of so now what are some of the prizes of these competitions? Are they just winning bragging rights? They winning trophies, or when you get to high school, are they getting scholarships? What are some of the benefits of winning a competition?
Well, I know FIRST has been working real close with universities and industry partners.
Hmm.
Um, like for instance, FedEx will be an industry partner as well as a supporter. Let's use them for an example. Since FIRST supports the corporate version of FIRST, and they also support anybody in Shelby County locally, they have hired FIRST people because they know what we're doing and that they believe in what FIRST is doing nationally as well as locally.
And so first is
So
the name of the team, right?
no, FIRST is the name of the company
The company. Okay.
that started all this robotics.
Oh,
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's actually an acronym. People don't believe that it's an acronym.
What's the first?
Now, don't ask me
What is it?
what it means. I had to look it up. I'm serious.
Let's see.
I can look it up for you, but I sure don't
Let's see if we
remember
can
it.
let's see if we can figure it out. Try to figure it out. No, let's not do that.
Okay, so you got all of these medals
I was gonna ask that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go
you got
ahead.
what's up with all the medals and the medallions? What's that
Yeah.
right there? The tchotchkes.
This is how I first kind of it's kind of the what do I want to say about that. It's kind of the culture, the nature of what robotics is, and they represented by the buttons and the pins and things like that.
Okay.
Um, like the one of the profile pictures I sent you. You see
Yeah.
me in a sweater with buttons, and I'm
Yeah.
standing next to that 150-pound robot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a thing.
Okay. Okay.
I've seen people or the students and some adults go to each one of the teams and get a button, and they wear. I saw one girl; she had buttons from her head to her toe, back and front.
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow. Wow. Wow.
So is if I see some, is it like a general? You know, like a
Yeah.
general
Oh
in the
yeah.
army or in the military is highly decorated? Is it something like that, or is it a little bit different?
No, it's different than that. It's
Okay.
just about the culture of
It's just the
robotics.
culture.
They have these buttons and pins that people acquire, and some of them acquire all in one session. Me, I was acquiring it over the 15 years I've been in robotics.
Okay. It's almost like when you see some of these software developers on their laptop. You see
All
the
them
back,
stickers.
all them stickers on the back of their laptop. It's almost the same thing.
I'm sorry,
But look,
I ain't never had none of all them stickers on my laptop.
yeah, I have. Yeah,
That's so
I'm
y'all.
gonna. So, but look, our producers have looked it up. The acronym
Oh y'all. Oh, what is it?
for inspiration and recognition of science and technology. Is that it?
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, you get the gold star
Yeah, yeah,
producers.
yeah.
They
Thank.
awesome.
It's too long to remember.
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah.
So since you've been, how long since you've been coaching? First of all, how long you been coaching, and have you won any like championships or big awards with your teams?
Okay, I've been coaching for 10 years and I'm continuing on because I've got a pre-team that I'm setting up. This is the first time I've done a pre-team. So that's actually encouraging for me to continue on coaching because I'm already getting a team before I even get to the next season.
Okay,
But I've been involved with First for 15 years. And also within that 15 years, I became a First senior mentor, which is connected to headquarters of First.
okay.
Um, what was the other part of the question? I forgot.
Championships,
You
Oh,
got any
championship.
trophies?
trophies. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we have officially two trophies. The first trophy is for my older team. It was during COVID. We got a trophy for endurance,
Oh,
for
endurance.
enduring through the COVID season.
Okay,
That was a hard season.
okay.
I ain't
I can
gonna lie
imagine.
to you.
I can
Trying to do a
imagine it was.
robotics team through COVID was one of the hardest I've ever done.
I can imagine.
Because first we were all remote. And
Yeah.
how can you do robotics
Yeah,
all remote?
how can you do remote robotics?
Well,
That's a good question.
it's the same thing as we do remote work.
Yeah, remote work, yeah, but we don't have no
But you still
board.
need to do the physical
Yeah, we
part.
ain't got no physical
Oh,
board,
we
and
ain't
so we
got
gotta
no
put the
board. We got
robot. Yeah, we can't throw the
That
robot
was the
to you.
issue.
right because the boards is expensive. All the kids can't have a board at their home.
No,
No, they can't have a board in their home. They all can't have robots in
they
their
all can
house.
have robots. Yeah,
So what I had to end up doing, I had to think outside the box. I mean, way outside the box. So I went hunting in Walmart, with my gloves and mask on and covered up, trying to figure out what could I do to figure this out.
Right.
I was in. I don't know why I stumbled over into the area where you do all the sewing and all the crafts and stuff.
yeah,
Right.
I found this little opaque box that had a latch on it where you can put a lock on it. And
Okay.
I said, this might be my answer. Here I am doing critical thinking like we're supposed to be teaching our children,
yeah,
doing the critical thinking. And I said, let me find as many of these as I can find. But I know how Walmart works. They're only going to put 10 in each store, and they might have less than that.
yeah,
So I was at that one Walmart. I bought every one of them. So I bought like 10, about 5 or 6 out of the first store I was in. And they said, "What you gonna do all of them?" I said, "None of your business. I'm gonna buy all these."
Put them on a watch list.
So I got those. So I said, "Let me go to another Walmart in the same section." I found like 4 in that Walmart.
Okay.
And I went to another one and bought some out of that one. So I ended up at home with 15 of these things.
It's like 4
So
Walmarts in Memphis now.
yeah, I went through about 4 Walmarts to get what I needed.
Okay.
So I needed to have the children build the missions.
Right.
So you know how Lego goes. Every bag is numbered, and there's instructions for each mission.
Okay.
So I printed out instructions for every last one. I normally do, but I printed out a second copy to give to the team members. Plus, I created their engineering notebook. So I just assigned each team member a mission to build. And I put it all in that container along with the engineering notebook with the instructions for their mission. So and I just did the long drive, and I did like I was like an Amazon drive, dropping off each one to a team member all over the city.
Oh, you went above and beyond. You didn't
Above
say,
and beyond.
"Come meet me here." You
No.
went and dropped them off at every. Oh yeah, you went above and
You a
Yeah,
beyond.
good
and I
coach.
just dropped it off at
Yeah,
the doorstop. You don't have to see me. I just
yeah.
Okay.
called when I connect to the door. I be called you say, okay, I got something outside the door. Pick it up.
That's
Wow.
what's up.
Yeah. And so yeah, that was a well deserved trophy. Endurance. Yeah. And what was the second one
Yeah, and
for?
we got them built, and then we end up when they started lifting some of the COVID restrictions, we started doing hybrid where I did half on Zoom and half in person, and then swap the next week. I had to do a extensive schedule and just to keep everybody apart. I had to keep the door open to keep airflow, from the outside to the inside.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
And what was the second one? The second
The
trophy.
Yeah, the
second
second.
one we just won 2 weeks ago with my younger team. It
Okay.
was the most interactive award
Okay.
Nice.
because
Nice.
the little ones they don't want to do too much talking or interacting, but they did a lot. They really
Man,
did.
it sounds like you teaching a whole lot of life skills inside of, being hang on, I don't want to say entertaining, but uh
It's more than just technical.
yeah, it's more than technical than okay, I'm gonna teach you how to code, but you like, I'm gonna teach you how to communicate, I'm gonna teach you how to market,
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you how to test.
Yeah.
It's you gotta do all of that, all of those things,
Teach how to work in a team.
Right.
working
Yeah.
with a team.
And that's what we call them core values. First
Okay.
has core values, and the core values basically go over all those things. Plus, we use the engineering cycle. So you have to mix those two together to do everything we have to do. So they get the life skills, they get the engineering skills, they get all kinds of skills, especially presentation skills, because that's important. Because
Yeah.
when I was growing up, I had a mentor, coach me into being a speaker because I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to get in front of anybody. If I never would have ran into that mentor, I never would probably be doing podcasts like these.
Wow.
Yeah.
That dude, that's a good segue into this is my first cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
I would not be doing anything in IT if it wasn't for this man on this screen.
Right. 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 And look, since I'm from Memphis, not Bartlett, but uh,
We not claiming Bartlett.
but I'm from Memphis. Uh, early when I went to school,
Yeah.
he was one of my instructors, one of my teachers, and so and when you were like, hey, I want you to meet my cousin, he'll be a good guest, and
Yeah.
and we got on the call. I said, hold on, I was in your class, so
Was he a good student?
Yeah, he was because you always remember the crazy ones and the ones that don't want to do anything.
Which one was you?
No, I like to run across the good ones like him because, listen.
I was a good one. I was a good man.
Listen, I had a student. Can I say something about a student?
Yeah.
I had a student. This was seventh quarter. Now we only got 8 quarters.
Right.
This was seventh quarter. This lady told me at the end of seventh quarter, I think I'm gonna do better next quarter. I said, better than what? She was making D's and F's. You almost graduated. This is seventh quarter, not the 8th.
She waits to the end to say I'm gonna do better.
I'm gonna do better.
I don't see how you gonna do better. I wouldn't hire her.
So
she can't even wire up a what is it? I can't even think right now. She couldn't wire up nothing for me.
Hey, look,
said,
that sounded something my wife said. No, my wife been in education for 20+ years, and she taught grade school all up to the collegiate level. And she talked about she was in middle school. She had a parent that came at the end, before the last quarter, and said, "What can I do to help my son?" My wife said, "Jesus Christ can't even help him now."
Oh.
Ooh wee.
That's why I always tell my team, if you're gonna fail early.
Fail fast,
Fail
hard,
fast, fail early.
and recover.
And recover.
Recover.
Man, don't wait till the end.
You talk about failing, guys. That's one of the criteria for first. They want you to fail.
Yes.
They want you to fail up.
Yes.
Right.
Fail up, yes. Yes.
You can't learn unless you fail.
You can't.
And that's what they teach. But that's the reverse of how they do it in the educational system. They don't want you to fail. You gotta fail to know where you're going.
I hope you're enjoying the show. And whatever podcasting platform you're listening on, please feel free to leave a review. And if you're watching us on YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. Now back to the show.
You probably like me. I get to writing some code and get to mixing up languages. I'm over here writing Python. I didn't try to do a call to to something that's in C. And like, bro, that's not correct. It's not going.
It can happen. Yeah. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, those languages don't mix together.
No, they don't mix, man.
They don't. You can't just throw everything in the bag and then shake it up.
I'm trying. I'm trying to declare these variables. Like, bro, that's not how you declare a variable in this language.
No.
Like, bro, why this won't work?
No,
I don't understand.
No, it can happen. I can see how it happens. You've been doing long enough because you done touched several different languages. As long as you've been doing it, you touch different things. So yeah, no, it could.
It's same thing. I'm trying to learn a new language too, a speaking language, and I mix them up all the time. I stay trying to combine two languages together. So yeah, you gotta. It makes you think.
Yeah, that happens. That happens when we speak. That happens when we speak. Sometimes you speaking to bilingual people.
Yes,
they will speak. They be speaking both languages. Like, okay, can you just pick one language? Bro?
Can you pick one, please? Are we speaking Spanish or English today?
Yeah.
Randall, do you got one of them robots? Because I wanted to see one.
Yeah, so it's a robot.
Oh yeah, I have a robot.
Yeah, there you go. That's
start with the younger one.
Whatever you got to show us. Okay.
Okay, what is that?
This is a Spike Essential.
Okay.
This is what my younger team built. Okay. This is the brain. There's a small motor.
Okay.
And this is a color sensor.
Okay. Okay.
And they have it programmed to when the color red crosses the sensor, it starts the motor where it can start the propeller right here.
Okay. Nice.
So it's a simple robot.
That's simple?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and it's a submarine.
It's a submarine.
Oh, it's waterproof?
No.
What? Why the hell you call it a submarine?
Well, that's what it is. It's a submarine.
But it ain't waterproof. It's a submarine, but it's not. Okay.
It's Lego.
Correct.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's Lego.
I'm sorry.
It's Lego. I had to build a Lego ocean so it could submerge into the Lego ocean.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. See, I'm a user.
You being too literal, man. What's wrong? What gonna do with them, Randall?
I
If
don't
I go
know.
to my boss and say I built a
Now
submarine, he
listen,
trying to see if it's going in the
Major,
water.
Major, let me save you, Major.
Please.
On Facebook, if I might have to find it, there is a Lego submarine that actually submerged in the water. I
Ha.
want to build it.
Oh wow,
See
okay.
there. Ha.
Okay. Okay, you can have that one. Okay. Oh wow. A Lego submarine that actually submerged in water. Wow.
Yes.
That sounds cool.
Oh wow.
Ha.
So do they have to do anything to it?
With that one or the
No, the one that's submerged in water to make
make
it
it waterproof?
waterproof.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it, do they
Yeah,
have to
they
put like
have it
some
in
kind
a
of
glass
sealant?
tube, and they have some weight
Oh,
in it, and it uses
okay.
a syringe to pull the water. I mean, the air in and out, so it can sink and rise.
Buoyancy.
Oh,
And it's
Balance.
ran by
That's a balance.
RC. The guy kind of went outside of Lego to try to do some other things,
That's what's up.
but most
okay.
of it's Lego.
Okay. Awesome. Okay.
How
Cool.
much that robot cost? Like real money.
The kit costs $350, and that's for
Okay.
the younger children.
Man. Okay. It's a
Okay.
nice little investment.
Okay. So okay. That's for the
Yeah,
younger
the,
children.
the great thing is it's reusable.
Okay.
Okay.
We can use the same robot over and over, so it's like a one-time investment, and you just change it every year. You just take that apart. Next year we'll get a new thing, and we'll do something new with it.
Okay.
Man, just like code.
Right.
Writing reusable code.
You right. You reusing it.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that ain't the same? That's like
This
a
is
tractor.
this is the older team's robot. This is Spike Prime.
Okay.
It has 6 ports. Um, it has 2 color sensors underneath it, so it can be color on the board.
Okay.
Of
Okay.
course, it's got 2 giant wheels and 2 counter wheels. These are caster wheels. There's 2. You see the 2 motors underneath there. There's a motor in the back, and there's an axle going all the way through from front to back, so I can control 2 things: one on the front, one on the back. And
Okay.
we added this button to change programs.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Wow. So you say yeah, you got color sensors on the bottom
on the
because
board.
colors on the board.
Hmm.
So on the board, if it sees certain colors on the board, it might do like stop or turn or something like that on the
Yeah, or
board
either we can follow a line or a
or follow one
trail
line.
if we need
Oh,
to do something.
gotcha. Okay, that's cool.
Wow.
Okay,
Now,
awesome.
this is a unique feature here. It may not seem like much. These are wheel bumpers
Okay,
Okay.
because the board is protected. The table has a border around it so the robot doesn't commit suicide.
Oh, okay. He's got a
yeah,
boundary. Gotcha.
yeah.
So, but we also want to keep the friction down by putting wheels on it, so when it rolls against the border, it'll still move and won't lose traction.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's not a small thing. That's pretty cool. I think.
Mhm.
Okay. So then you
I don't
talk
know. Can
about
you see that axle?
yeah,
Yeah. I
yep,
see it's white.
yep.
Yep.
I see it.
All right, so it's one motor controlling all the way through the front to the back. So I can put an attachment on the front and an attachment on the back.
Okay. So let's talk about them attachments. I remember hearing you say, you had they building attachments. What type of attachments are they building? Or they putting for these robots?
It depends on the mission.
Okay.
Each
Okay.
season there might be a different set of attachments. Sometimes you can reuse some. Like for instance, I didn't pull the one out that I can reuse. But here's one that we had to invent.
What is that? That's an attachment?
Yes, it attaches to the front. Let me attach it. See if I can attach it on film here.
Object-oriented program.
Mm,
There it
yeah.
is,
Hmm.
attached.
Wow.
What it does, there's obstacles on the board that need to be removed so the robot won't steer itself wrong
Mm,
because the
mhm.
robot runs on autonomous programming. So there's no remotes.
Right. You gotta write that. You gotta write it, and then
Mhm,
you feed it
mhm.
to the robot, and then that's it. Right. It's hands off.
Right. Once you download the code to the robot, you control it straight from the robot. You don't use a computer anymore during competition, and that's the way we practice.
Wow.
Gotcha.
So the attachment almost like dependency injection.
Yes.
You inject an attachment, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do.
I love it. That's really cool. And
Yeah,
so
so
I
this
assume
captures the loose pieces so that you can bring them back and use them later for points.
that you guys are putting that robot on the board, right? Your the committee or whoever gives you I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. The that gives you the problem that you got to solve. You set up the board for that problem, and then you just run through making the robot solve the problem. And I assume that it'll get stuck or it'll do something bad. Then you got to go look at your code and then code for whatever that exception is.
Yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
headquarters decides what the missions are, and they even submit a video on how each mission works. So we look at the
Right.
video. So it's just like, again, we're gonna look at film to see how we play the game.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we look at each one several times, and I have the team decide which ones of these you want to do, and we'll write a list on the one we want to do, and then we got to figure out what order they should be done in.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
So you don't so you're what am I want to say? Um y'all build out the they give you the problem, you try to solve it, and we know that, the problem probably can be solved an infinite number of ways, right? Because you got different teams writing different code, different languages, and all this kind of stuff. Is it, I mean, what happens when okay, everybody has written the code, everybody can solve the problem. What's the tiebreaker? Is it just the time that it gets solved in, or what is it?
If we're just talking about doing the robot runs, it's the best out of three. So
Okay.
we get three chances
Three
to run
chances
our
of doing
robot to
it.
get
Gotcha.
the best score possible.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
only one award
Okay. That's
for,
just
Okay.
one
for
Just
the
award.
one
top
award.
score. But here's the thing. Remember, this is an academic sport.
Yep.
You got four categories to do the best all the way around. So the robot game is only 25% of the top
Oh, that ain't even the whole thing. So
award.
what's the four categories?
Robot design,
Okay. How are those?
um, innovative project,
Okay.
core values, and the robot run.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's a full that's a full stack
That's the whole thing. That's
competition.
right. Then
It
you got
is,
to
and
know
it's a
all of them.
full day.
Full day,
Oh, it's a
full
full
day.
day.
It's a full day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
normally get there
yeah,
about
it's a full day.
7:30 when we have our major
Yeah.
competition, and
Yeah.
I'm usually not leaving until 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true. It's a full day. Yeah,
It's
because
all day.
I've been to I think I've been to maybe one competition. My son didn't do it. Only did like for 1 year. I've been to one competition. It is a full. It's a full day.
Yeah, my son was on his team.
Okay. It was okay.
I didn't never go. They did one at the University of Memphis, the last one I remember.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I had a basketball game and
Okay. It's right. Yeah. It
he had a
referee.
competition and I couldn't.
Yeah.
It was overlap, but I
Yeah.
remember he was in there. He had a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
He said he
Yeah.
had a lot of fun.
Yeah. We probably
Yeah, I'm glad because that's one of the core values is fun. Just like I was explaining to the parents, I don't like working if I can't have a little fun.
right. Man, come
I gotta
on
have
now.
some fun in my job. I gotta have some fun what I'm doing. I do enjoy coding. I do enjoy electronics. I enjoy IT. I mean, I enjoy just about everything I put my hands on. If I can't enjoy it, I gotta leave it alone.
Right.
Yep.
Right. You gotta enjoy. Look. You gotta you gotta live. You gotta play and fun
Yep.
can't be absent from your life, from your job, from your work. My wife has asked me all the time, cause it take we have fun. She
Yeah.
said, "Do y'all ever work?" Like, what you mean? Do we work?
Man,
We
we
work. Y'all,
work.
she,
Yeah.
cause I tell her like something going on. Like, yeah, we did this day. Do y'all ever work? Y'all just be up there playing. What you
What?
talking?
Just because we on the
Right,
computer
right,
don't mean we
right,
playing.
right.
Come on.
Come on now, we work. We get stuff done.
Right.
So we
Yeah, we up there
deserve to
doing
have
video games.
fun.
You got to switch to Excel. Hey, Major, you remember those fake Excel screens?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen some
Yes.
of those.
Well, you had to, I don't know, you had to push like a key, one of them button,
Yeah.
F1,
Yeah, a
F2,
hot key. They call it
a
a hot
It's
key.
hotkey.
your hotkey.
Boop.
Yep,
Oh, yeah, man, I'm
yep,
trying to get this. I can't get
yeah.
this formula to work. Boop, I'm gonna switch back over.
Man, I worked at this one software company. It was a small company. It probably had about 80 employees. So all the developers worked in this one room. So how about everybody had Nerf guns in their cubicle?
Y'all had Nerf guns.
So any given time a Nerf war can break out.
Man,
That's one of the reasons my wife asked me, "Did I ever work?"
wow.
So
Well, Randall, anything else? How can the kids get
oh
started? How
yeah,
do they get
yeah,
started,
yeah.
or the parents get started?
Well, since I was a first senior mentor, I have a network of other senior mentors that I know, and I know quite a few other partners and other people who are involved, anywhere in the United States. So if they reach out to me, no matter where they are, I can get them in contact with somebody in robotics for first, and even probably even Vex, because I know some Vex people to get them involved into either Vex or um, First Robotics.
You got your social media?
Yeah, social
Yeah,
media.
I have
Yeah.
my social media page. The team has their page on Facebook. My companies are on Facebook and LinkedIn. So you can reach out to uh, the LOL shop on either Facebook or LinkedIn, and I answer those messages myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't realize that what I use LOL for is not laugh out loud or lots of love. It means life of learning.
Okay.
Life of learning.
Now you
Okay.
can't take an acronym and then change it to what you want it to be.
Hey, if everybody else can, I can too.
They just took
Yeah,
LOL.
took it.
Just took it.
Life of
Man.
Hey,
learning.
listen, if LOL means laugh out loud, I want to have fun. I want to laugh out loud too. So we're gonna have
Okay.
fun at this
Man,
LOL
come
shop,
on. LOL
having
shop. They
fun learning.
right. They thinking they going there to laugh or something.
No, life of learning.
Life of
Life of
learning.
learning.
Okay. I'm gonna give me a
Okay.
t-shirt, Life
Okay.
of Learning.
Well, it's on the screen, so they'll see it on the screen. We have it on the screen for them. You've been my teacher. You've
My
been
mentor. Yep.
Major's mentor. So, what words of wisdom do you want to share with the people today as we close this out?
Well, I always tell people to be a lifelong learner. Another acronym, L to the third power, because that's what I am. I'm a lifelong learner. Don't stop learning. Listen, next year I will be 60 years old. Do I look 60?
No, sir.
No, no.
See, so I'm still learning. I'm self teaching myself Moodle. If anybody know what Moodle
Oh
is,
yeah,
What's a Moodle?
that's a LIM, man. It's a learning it's a learning
it's a learning management system. That's
yeah, learning
correct.
LMS. Yes,
LMS.
I'm
yes.
Okay.
teaching myself that, and then I'm actually helping a friend with a project that requires some electronics, and I'm actually inventing the electronics.
Oh boy. That's why I
So,
started
I'm
out with him.
using all my knowledge
Hardware.
from engineering school and creating circuits and referencing YouTube information that I don't have and I need to look up to make this work the way it's supposed to work.
Okay.
Love it.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
So,
so just continue learning. You're not too old to learn because one of my older instructors who actually taught me coding, this man was working on his other degree and he could have been my grandfather and Major's probably great grandfather. I mean, the guy was still learning.
He's still coding.
He probably is if he's still
but,
alive.
Man.
but look, as long as you got breath in your body, you can learn something.
You can learn new
And
language for
that's what
sure.
I tell my children because they always want to lean on sports. Now, I have nothing against sports. Okay, let me make my disclosure. I have nothing against sports. There's a lot of people who love sports, playing and watching. I have nothing against it. But
Right.
here's the problem: when they break their leg and they break it again, don't they get cut eventually
Yep, they do.
and they
Yes.
They
lose
do.
their money?
They
I
Yes.
do.
can break both my legs and still cold.
And you have
It,
you have kids that actually play sports and work with robots, right?
Yeah.
yes, I do. Cause one of my kids that I used to have, he helped me start. He started with me when he was second grade, and he ran with me until maybe fifth. And he was doing soccer at the same time he was doing robotics. Now that they've moved, he's running track and getting all kind of medals.
Okay.
See,
You can do it both.
yep.
So
You
you
can
can
do
do what
both.
you want to do when you want to do it, and you got something to fall back
Fall
on.
You
back.
got something to fall back on.
Plan B. Yep.
You got something to fall back on. You got
Absolutely.
something that's there. Mhm. All right. So with that, Randall, we appreciate you being here today, and we appreciate everything you talked about today. I appreciate what you're doing with the kids and with robotics. It's because I think it's something that's well needed, especially with it being an academic sport, because they getting the full gamut of things. They not just getting tech, they getting life skills and
Yes,
collaboration and
sir.
all this stuff. So, hats off to you for what you do. I appreciate it. And I
Hey,
think I know the parents and kids that you serve, they all appreciate it as well.
yes, sir. Making the community
Yeah,
better.
thank you,
Yeah.
because I do appreciate that, and I appreciate when the kids come back around, just like my students, like you and Major. I'm proud of you guys and what you're doing. I'm just thankful you guys thought about me to be on this podcast, because this
Yeah.
is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I want to get the word out more. And if I can get guys like you to put me on more, we can get more tech around the world. Because I was interviewed by a lady DJ here locally, and she couldn't believe I was a black male tech in the area. I said, "Wait a minute, I'm older than most of the techs you talking about, and you don't think there's no male techs around here? It's only female? Come on
Oh,
now,
wow.
Wow.
I'm serious. I've worked the tri-state area tech wise. My head's been in so many places around here. My fingerprint still should be in those places.
Yeah.
I can believe it. I believe it.
He's been at all of the Fortune 100 companies around Memphis. He done
Yeah, I know
he
my
got code
fingerprints are
everywhere.
still in the FedEx Building 25.
There you go.
Bill
There you go, Bill
25. Yeah,
25.
Bill 25.
Man, that's top secret.
Yeah, not many people been in Bill
No,
25.
man. Nobody go
But
Bill
Randall been
25.
there.
Yeah, he been in there.
But with tech,
Yeah,
it's wide open, and I just want to give young people something else to look to and something to aspire to that's achievable.
Yep.
Not saying the other's not achievable, but this is within reach.
Yes, sir.
It's closer in reach.
just imagine if you partnered up with people and you did this all together. Because
Yep.
I had a meeting with my best friend and a real good friend, both in IT. I've sponsored lunch for them. I had two contracts on the table, and I asked one of them to quit their job because I needed them to work these two new contracts. That's how much it was. It was enough to pay somebody else.
Man,
And neither one of them took.
love it, man, making that money.
There you go.
Cuz I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us today. And we learned a lot probably about robotics and
Yep.
different ways to apply all the things that you teach in robotic and applies to the whole gambit, especially in business. That's awesome, man. I think you're doing great. I appreciate you taking the time
I
out.
appreciate you guys. I'm on my last venture because I'm trying to retire from IT.
Oh,
I hear you.
My last venture. I'll say this on the way closing out. I'm actually been working for the last 5 years trying to open up a credit union.
oh, okay.
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 We're gonna have to bring you back so we can talk about
Yeah, we
this
gotta talk about the credit union.
Yeah, I want to
about the
come back
bank.
after we have the doors open because we're on the last line of this credit union.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, seriously, we're that close. We got the building, we got everything else done. We just got to get the last piece done.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We gotta have him back.
We gotta have him back.
For sure.
We gotta have him back. So look, with that, I just want to say this. Listen, audience, we had a great show today. I'm notable, I'm black, and I'm in tech. Signing off.
Peace.